הרצון אמרפי והגיון ליבי לפניך יהיו לרצון אמרפי והגיון ליבי לפניך אדוני צורי Adonai Zori v'goali Adonai Zori Adonai Zori Adonai Zori v'goali Yihiyu l'ratzon imrefi v'egyon libi lefanecha והגיון ליבי לפניך יהיו לרצון אמרפי והגיון ליבי לפניך.
We hope that you have your candles with you at home and in all of your small sanctuaries. Here, as Marilyn prepares to light the candles, we ask our congregation, please, to rise. We say together,
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu lahadlik ner shel Shabbat.
And just before we sit down, we ask God to bless Marilyn on the occasion of her special birthday. Many have been the trials, tribulations, and huge joys of life as well. And now we thank God for your life on the occasion of your birthday. I've had the privilege to know you and your lovely family now for probably over a decade or so. And each time we get together, it is a real joy. Today is also marking Jamie's Mental Health Awareness Shabbat. What better way to start that with a celebration of joy, of life, and in thanks of having come to this happy moment. So let us say together, Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, shehechianu v'kiyamanu v'higianu lazman hazeh. Mazel tov. Mazel tov. Please be seated.
Many more
years indeed, absolutely. And we start in joy, and we hope that this will be a joyful service. For all those who feel the need, we hope that it will be uplifting for you. We know that we cannot always just click our fingers and make a difference. But through this service, which will be a quiet one, we hope that you will either be able just to sing along and feel that you are singing with friends and your family and community, or else just to shut your eyes and be at one, connecting yourself for a peaceful Shabbat.
For happy is the people by whom the Sabbath is sanctified. Happy are those who rejoice in its blessing, for it comes with a message of God's abiding love, as one who brings good tidings and publishes peace.
Adonai, Nariya Letzo Yishenu Nekadma Fana Bedoda, Bizmirot Nariya Lo, Ki Gadol Adonai, Umelech Gadol HaKol Elohim Asher B'yado, Mekrei Haaretz V'Toafot Harim Lo. Asher lo hayam lo asa, uvyabeshet yadav yatzaru bo, unishtachave v'nivra, nivracha lifnei Adonai Hoseinu.
Ki hu Eloheinu
v'anachnu amarito v'yatzon yado, hayomim b'kolo tishma'u.
Of course, our service, our rituals are so familiar to us. And then occasionally, after a little break, we forget what we're doing. So for those in the sanctuary, we're on page 71. My apologies for not giving the page number announcement to start off with. And Ruth will now remember the rest of the songs. For let us sing a new song to the Eternal One.
Shirul Adonai, Shir Hadash, Shirul Adonai, Kol Haaretz, Shirul Adonai, Baruch Shemo, Baslo Miyom Le'yom, Yeshuato, Sapru Vagoyim Kevodo, B'chol Ha'amim Nivrotav, Ki Gadol Adonai, U'olam Me'od, Norahu, Al Kol Elohim, Nai, 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 Ki Kol Elohim, Ha'ami Elohim, V'Adonai Shamayim Asa, Hod V'Hada, Levavana, Osvet Tiferet, B'mikdasho, Havul Adonai, Mishpachot Amim, Havul Adonai, Kavod Ve'od, Havul Adonai, Kavod Shemo, Havul Adonai, Kavod Shemo, Ishkavod Adonai, V'charat Kodesh, Tilu mipanav kol haaretz, Imru v'goyim, Adonai malach, V'tikon tevel, V'hatimot, Yadin amim b'meshavim, Yismachu hashamayim v'tagel haaretz, Yiram hayam, Umrahot,
How wonderful it is as we come together for Shabbat and as we invite the Shabbat bride into our midst, that we are always able to unite families as well through our live stream. In this case, I think we have the sons all in the sanctuary and the fathers online. So Aaron, in case you missed it, your dad's joining us online.
Sorry,
and Josh.
Not Aaron.
Not this Aaron. Your father is in the sanctuary.
Here. Josh, you're quite right. Now I get you.
We have one Aaron on with dad online and Josh's father also online.
Turn to page 92. Page 92.
Baruch et Adonai HaMevorach
the one to whom our praise is due.
We praise the Eternal One, to whom our praise is due forever. Please be seated. We read together. We
Praise you, Eternal One, our God, sovereign of the universe, whose word brings on the evening, whose wisdom opens heaven's gates, whose understanding changes times and seasons, and whose will sets the stars in their courses in the sky. You make day and night rolling light away from darkness, and darkness from light. You make day pass and bring on the night, and separate day from night. You rule the hosts of heaven. We praise you, O God, whose word makes evening fall.
Ahavat Olam Beit Yisrael Amacha Ahavta Torah u'mitzvot Chukim u'mishpatim Otanu limadata Al Kein Adonai Eloheinu B'shopeinu Ufkumeinu Nasiya Bahukecha V'nismar Divrei Toratecha V'mitzvotecha Le'olam va'ed Ki hem hayenu Be'orek yameinu U'bachem negei yoman v'layla Be'ahavat ha'al tasor Mimenu le'olamim Baruch atah Adonai Ohev amo Yisrael.
Please rise. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad.
Baruch Shem Kavod Malchuto Leolam Va'ed.
Baruch Shem Kavod, Shem Kavod, Malchuto, Le'olam va'ed.
ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך. והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך. ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם, בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך. וקשרתם לעוד על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך.
למען תזכרו, ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיהם. אני, אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני, אדוני אלוהיכם.
Please be seated. All this we hold to be true and sure. You alone, Eternal One, are our God, and we are Israel, your people. You have freed us from oppressors and delivered us from tyrants. You led us out of Egypt, forever to serve you in freedom. When we witnessed your power, we praised your name and gave thanks. Willingly we accepted your rule. Then, full of joy, we sang together.
Mi chamocha ba'alim Adonai, mi chamocha neda b'kodesh, lo ra tehilot, oseh pele, oseh pele, lai 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 la la
ונאמר, כי פדה אדוני את יעקב, וגאלו מיד חזק ממנו. ברוך אתה אדוני,
גאל ישראל. If you listen to the space between the notes and the half notes, the space between heartbeats, you'll hear quarter notes of love and yearning, ancient music of hope and sorrow, infinite in variation, the echo of generations. Notes that bend toward God, notes that linger with longing, notes that plead for redemption. The voice of sorrow and the voice of laughter, notes of surrender, notes that refuse to surrender, notes that cry out to Zion and Israel. If you listen to the space between the notes and the half notes, the rises and the falls, the trills and trumpets, you will hear a rhythm and a pulse calling out, Adon Olam, Yedid Nefesh, Shacha Avakeshecha, Yoducha Reyonai, Master of the universe, beloved of my heart, at dawn I seek you, my thoughts will praise you. In the space between the notes, dreams of God touch to the core of being to become music.
Baruch
atah Adonai, haporei sukat shalom, aleinu ve'yakov, yoshrei tevel.
We praise you, O God. May your sheltering peace descend on us
And all who dwell on earth.
Please rise.
Tifta, Yagid, Ufi Yagid, Tehilatecha.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu v'Elohei Avotenu v'Imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, v'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel v'Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim v'Koneh Hakol, v'Zocher Chasdei Avot v'Imahot, ומביא גאולה לבני בניהם, למען שמו באהבה, מלך חוזר ומושיע ומגן. ברוך אתה אדוני, מגן אברהם ועזרת שרה. אתה גיבור לעולם אדוני, מחיי מתים אתה רב להושיע, משיב הרוח ומוריד הגשם, מזריח השמש ומוריד הטל.
Mahakel Chayim Mahesed Machayei Metim Barachamim Rabim Somech Nofim Rofeh Holim Umatir Asurim Umekayem Emenato Yeshenei
ונאמן אתה להחיות מתים, ברוך אתה אדוני, מחיי המתים. קדוש אתה ונורא שמך, ואין לנו אלוה מבלעדיך. ברוך אתה אדוני, האל הקדוש.
Please be seated.
Shamra b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, לעשות את השבת, לדורותם ברית עולם, ביני ובין בני ישראל, אותי לעולם. כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ, וביום השביעי שבת וינפש.
And together, our
God and God of our ancestors, may our rest on this day be pleasing in your sight. Sanctify us by your commandments and make us loyal to your teaching. Satisfy us with your goodness, gladden us with your salvation, and purify our hearts that we may serve you in truth. In your gracious love, Eternal One, let the holiness of your Sabbath enter our hearts, and may all Israel who hallow your name be exalted by its peace. We praise you, O God, for the holiness of the Sabbath. Etzeh Adonai Eloheinu b'amcha Yisrael, ותפילתם באהבה תקבל, ותהי לרצון תמיד עבודת ישראל עמך. ברוך אתה אדוני, שאותך לבדך, ביראה נעבוד.
מודים אנחנו לך, שאתה הוא אדוני אלוהינו ואלוהי אבותינו, לעולם ועד. צור חיינו, מגן אישנו, אתה הוא לדור ודור. נודה לך ונספר תהילתך, על חיינו המסורים בידיך, ועל נשמותינו הפקודות לך, ועל ניסיך שבכל יום עמנו, ועל נפלותיך וטובותיך, שבכל עת ערב ובוקר וצהריים. ברוך אתה אדוני, הטוב שמך, ולך נאה להודות.
שלום רב על ישראל עמך, תשים לעולם. שלום רב על ישראל עמך, תשים לעולם. כי אתה הוא מלך הדור, לכל השלום. כי אתה הוא מלך הדור, לכל השלום. שלום רב על ישראל עמך, תשים לעולם. שלום רב על ישראל עמך, תשים לעולם. וטוב בעיניך לברך את עמך ישראל, בכל עת ובכל שעה בשלומך. שלום רב על ישראל עמך, תשים לעולם. שלום רב על ישראל עמך, תשים לעולם. תשים לעולם. תשים לעולם.
ברוך אתה אדוני, עושה השלום. Take some time for silent prayer.
mouths and the meditations of our hearts be acceptable to you, O God, our rock and our Redeemer. We turn now to our concluding prayers on page 520. Page 520. And please rise. As we read together, let us now praise the Sovereign of the universe
and proclaim the greatness of its Creator, whose unity it is our mission to make known, whose rule it is our task to make effective.
We bow in awe and thanksgiving before the Supreme Sovereign, the Holy One ever to be praised, who spread out the heavens and established the earth, whose glory fills the highest heavens, whose might extends throughout all space, who in truth is our Sovereign, for there is none else. As it is written, know then this day and take it to heart. The Eternal One is God in the heavens above and on the earth below. There is no other.
Emma, v'chaya Adonai lamelech hakol haaretz. Bayom hahu yihye Adonai echad, u'shemo echad.
It is hard to feel serene when our world is not complete, when those who once brought wholeness to our life have gone. Yet in the emptiness their passing leaves behind, we are not alone. For we have the companionship of the living, and even our loved ones who have died live in our hearts. For what they were is part of what we have become. We honor them best when we live as they would wish, responsibly and happily, even in the shadow of our loss, and so draw closer to the source of life, in whom every life finds meaning, purpose, and hope. And on this Shabbat, we remember those whose yahrzeit falls at this time: Ada Blind, the mother of Renee Simmons; Arthur William Ryder, the father of Rachel Andrews; Audrey Herman, the mother of Nadia Geller, and Nadia is also remembering her brother Ian; Ben Schiller, the father of Gillian Moss; Daniel Wolfe, the father of Alan; Doreen and Eric Fraze, parents of Neil; Ina Diamond, mother of Ingrid Squires; Gladys Elizabeth Goldstein, mother of Andrew and Bernard; Henry Clifford, grandfather of Lara Kilty; Joe Franks, husband of Patricia and father of Catherine; Kenneth Cole, father of Penny Custo and Nigel; Lily Siegel, mother of Colin and mother-in-law of Marilyn; Martha Rees, whose legacy enabled the refurbishment of this sanctuary; Nathan Hart, father of Lawrence, Luana Holland and Naomi Thorley; Stan Rose, husband of Hilary, father of Alison Dollo and Ian; Susie Vanner, wife of Howard, mother of Natasha and Nick, sister of Janet Packman and John Clore; Tilly Cohen, mother of Annabelle Cohen.
And we're deeply saddened by the deaths this week in an accident concerning the Israeli Air Force pilots who were part of the Leah Beck Education Center family and the Israeli movement for progressive Judaism, our sister movements in Israel. Lieutenant Colonel Eretz Sachiani and Major Chen Vogel. Together, reaching our voices across waters, let us recite Kaddish together.
Gadal v'yitgadash shemei Rabbah, ve'alma divrach yorotei v'yamlich malchutei, v'chayechon v'yomechon v'chayei dechol Beit Yisrael, b'agalau v'zman kariv v'imru. Amen. יהי שמי רבה מבורך לעולם ולעולמי עלמיה. יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא. ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי דקודשה בריחו. לעילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה. תושבחתה ונחמתה. תאמירן בעלמה ואמרו אמן. יהי שלמה רבה מן שמיה. וחיים עלינו ועל כל ישראל. ואמרו אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו. הוא יעשה שלום. עלינו ועל כל ישראל. ועל כל בני אדם. ואמרו אמן.
May the Most High, source of perfect peace, grant peace to us, to all Israel, to all humanity, to all those who mourn, and for all those who at this moment need a little bit of peace in their hearts. And let us say, Amen.
Amen.
Please be seated. Tomorrow morning, we join together at 9:30 for all of the kids and the big kids in our community for our Tots Shabbat, one of the highlights of our weeks. And for everybody who feels the need to be together, you can be the whole way through Shabbat, because you can join now our Kiddush Zoom room, which I promise you is unlikely to close for a good little while this evening. It normally carries on for a good while, and you'll be in good company. Tomorrow morning also, please do join us with a service themed around this mental health awareness Shabbat. In the afternoon, if you wish to be with us, first with Rabbi Leah and our Exploring Judaism group at 2:30, focusing on what Jews believe, and there is a whole variety that we're sure we're going to hear.
I'm sure we're going to explore a lot of different beliefs.
So please do join in with what you think that Jews believe in as well. And then with myself, as we consider some of the minor festivals, before celebrating Havdalah at 4:30 on this end of Shabbat. As well as our regular program, which really kicks into gear again this week with our singing, our yoga, our shared reading, all the different activities of the week. We are joined again by our Hebrew programs, and we look forward to the fantastic sessions on Tuesday evening and the beginning on Wednesday evening.
Absolutely, of our special adult education series from Liberal Judaism, bringing all of us together. This year, in case you don't yet know it, is Liberal Judaism's 120th anniversary year. So we'll be having a wonderful and rich adult education program throughout the year, looking at different aspects of the anniversary, but starting really with looking at the first 120 years, a little bit starting looking backwards, and especially to all those of you who were once members of the Liberal Jewish Synagogue, or all those who had an opportunity, even if not regularly, then occasionally, to meet and learn and hear from Rabbi John Rayner of blessed memory. Then our first session will kick off this Wednesday at 7:30 p.m. With Rabbi John Rayner, a loving retrospective led by Rabbi Dr. Charles Middleborough. It'll be a really wonderful session. I'm monitoring the registration, so I already know that Jane Rayner will be joining us, as well as John Rayner's grandson, Lev Taylor, will be joining us, I think, as participants. But I hope that you don't miss out on this opportunity, whether you are very familiar and you met John and learned from him, or you've never heard of John, then this is your opportunity. Really don't miss out. At 7:30 p.m. You do need to register, otherwise you won't get the Zoom link. But please do, if you worry about where to register, then just send us an email, clergy@arksynagogue.org, or look in our weekly update. The link is there and also on our website. There are lots more sessions coming up. It's not all about John every Wednesday. So do look at the whole program, and I hope you can join us for as many Wednesdays as possible.
And what hopefully you have felt through this service has been the love which has been present here within the sanctuary. coming together as friends, as family, coming together to celebrate a birthday and the beauty of bringing a grandson into the sanctuary, coming together to share in music and harmony, and sometimes just a little bit of peace on one's own as well. We've shared this in love.
Olam chesed yibarech. Yadalai, yadalai, yadalai. 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 I will build this world from love. Yadalai, yadalai, yadalai. And you must build this world from love. Yadalai, yadalai, yadalai. And if we build this world from love, yadalai, yadalai, yadalai. Then God will build this world from love. Yadalai, yadalai, yadalai. Olam chesed yibarech. Yadalai, yadalai, yadalai. Olam chesed yibarech. Yadalai, 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 yadalai.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
We're delighted that we're joined by so many already within our Zoom room. And we will make the brachot for Kiddush here with everybody on the live stream. But please do, if you want to, and are in your small sanctuaries, do join now our Zoom Kiddush as well, to join Bernard and Gilda and Paul and Ellie and Mark and Jutta and Ali and Howard, who are already there just waiting to say Shabbat Shalom to you. For us also to be able to wish Ali and Bernard good life as well on the art sites that you're remembering this Shabbat. Natalie from Berlin joining us as well, a student rabbi within the Ark Synagogue. How wonderful for us to literally be able to spread our wings. Oh, and I've got the...
And you've got the wine.
I've got the wine. Well, you all know by now it's whiskey, not wine, but... Baruch atah
Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher קידשנו במצוותיו ורצה בנו, ושבת קודשו באהבה וברצון הנחילנו, זיכרון למעשה בראשית. כי הוא יום תהילה למקראי קודש, זכר ליציאת מצרים. כי באנו בחרת ואותנו קידשת מכל העמים, ושבת קודשך באהבה וברצון הנחלתנו. Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh ha-Shabbat. Amen.
L'chaim, Laurie, and I want to know what, which aisle your whiskey comes from in a few moments' time. And Rabbi Leah has the challah before she hands it over to Ethan.
Ethan is going to be our challah carrier outside.
Today. It's lovely to have you here with Grandma and Grandpa. So let's say together, Baruch
atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi lechem min haaretz. There's really challah there.
So all those on our live stream, we wish you Shabbat Shalom and look forward to seeing you in the morning for Tot Shabbat, and it's 11 p.m. And we're going to go off live now and welcome everybody in our Zoom room.
Shabbat Shalom.